Hello and welcome to your guide to the Year 9 virtual options process. My name is Mrs. Elliott and I am the Deputy Head Teacher for the curriculum. Over the next few slides I will be walking you through the process of deciding which subjects to choose for your GCSEs. Before I start, I want to highlight some key dates for your diary. Firstly, in addition to all the information online here, we have an options drop-in session. This isn't compulsory, and by this date, most of you will have made your decisions and completed the options form online. This evening is for those of you who are struggling to make decisions, have specific questions or want more guidance from the subject teachers or from the careers leader. And that evening is on site in school in the Oaks Theatre from 4 to 5:30 p.m. Next, you have the deadline date for completing the options form via the QR code on this PowerPoint or in your options booklet. Remember, there are separate QR codes depending on if you are in G band or H band. It is essential that you meet that deadline, as after this date I cannot guarantee your choices as the subjects may get full. Finally, you have the date when the final options places will be emailed to parents, carers and students. All Year 9 students have been given a hard copy of this booklet. It contains all the information about the subjects on offer and how to make your choices. This booklet should be used in conjunction with the information and videos here on the website in the virtual option event. If you haven't received your copy of this booklet yet, please check with your tutors in the first instance and then admin. So let's have a look at your Key Stage 4 subjects in more detail. I'm going to do this alphabetically, so I'll start with G band, which is going to be blue on the screen. On the left here, you have all your compulsory subjects. English language and literature, maths and French are all single GCSEs, and combined science is worth 2 GCSEs. You can also choose triple science as one of your options, which would give you the third science option as well. There are also your non-assessed subjects. You've still got core PE as in Key Stage 3. It's a government requirement to keep this into Key Stage 4. And that's also the case with the relevance curriculum, which is what we call the RSHE or PSHE curriculum that is taught as part of the Period 6 programme with your tutor. On the right then, we have history and geography. And you need to choose at least one of them as an option subject, although of course you can choose both if you want. Along with French, these are both EBAC subjects. To attain the full EBAC, which all G band students should achieve, you need to do a humanities subject, i.e. history or geography, a language, i.e. French, English language and English literature, maths and sciences. That is why this combination of subjects is compulsory for our grammar students. Then on to the H band, which is green on the screen here, and the compulsory subjects in the H band are English language, English literature and maths as single GCSEs, and combined science as the double GCSE there. Like G band, you can choose triple science as one of your options as well. The difference here is that the H band do not have to do French as a compulsory subject, but you can see on the right hand side here that you can still choose French as an option. French along with history and geography is an EBAC option, and all H band students must do at least one of those. Again, they have the core PE and relevance, just like students in the G band. This is the G band option slide. If you are in H band, you should skip this slide and go on to the next one for your options. This slide is fairly self-explanatory, so you may want to pause your audio and take your time to look at this slide in detail. G band students have 3 options. Option A the yellow column, is taught and examined completely in Year 10. The reason for this is that there are so many GCSE exams now that the exam season in Year 11 can be overwhelming. So to finish one of your subjects in Year 10 means you have one in the bag, so to speak, and fewer exams in Year 11 to focus on. Options B and C, the blue columns, are taught over 2 years and completed in Year 11. For options B or C, one of your first choices must be history or geography in order to fill the EBAC, as previously mentioned. In all the columns, you must pick a first and second choice subject. It is essential to do this, as it may be that I can't give you your first choice if a subject becomes full. In the bottom left-hand corner, you can see the QR code for the G-Band option form. Please scan this and complete the form for your options before the deadline. This slide is for H-Band options. If you are in G-Band, please skip this slide and go on to the next one. The slide is fairly self-explanatory, so you may want to pause my audio here and take your time to look at the slide in detail. H-Band students do 4 options. Option A, the yellow column, is taught and examined completely in Year 10. The reason for this is that there are so many GCSE exams now that the exam season in Year 11 can be overwhelming. So to finish one of your subjects in Year 10 means you have one in the bag, so to speak, and fewer exams in Year 11 to focus on. The options B and C, the blue columns, are taught over 2 years and completed in Year 11. In all these columns, A, B and C, you must pick a first and second choice subject. It's essential that you do this, as I may not be able to give you your first choice in a column if a subject becomes full. Option D is your EBAC option, and you must choose one subject from this column. This option is to be studied over 2 years and completed in Year 11. In the bottom right-hand corner, you will see the QR code for the H-Band option form. Please scan this and complete the option form before the deadline. When you're picking your options, you need to think of it as a long-term process that lasts further than just Year 11 into Key Stage 5 and beyond. All the subjects offered at GCSE level are accommodated here at Knowle in Key Stage 5, either through the IBCP, the International Baccalaureate Career-Related Programme, seen here on the left, or the IBDP on the right, the International Baccalaureate Diploma Programme. The IBCP allows students to study a mixture of academic and career-related studies, so it's perfect for students who want to go to university or become an apprentice, or indeed go straight into the world of work at 18. The IBDP is for the most able students who want to continue with a variety of academic subjects in the sixth form. This is for students who want to go to university, particularly to study medicine or law. So how are you going to choose from all of these options? Some people may say, I want to be with my friends, or I like the teacher, or I want to do easy subjects. Do not choose options based on these criteria. In each block there may be 2 classes of a subject, so you can't guarantee you will be with your friends, and you may not get the teacher you particularly like. Plus, there are no subjects at GCSE level that are easy. You may also be anxious that you do not have a plan for your future. Please don't worry about that. Most students at your stage won't have a plan, and even if you do, it could easily change. You don't need a plan because we have one to help you. There is a lot of support available to help you choose the options that are right for you. You can talk to Mrs. Stevens, who you will find down by the Inclusion Centre. She is a fully qualified careers leader and will be able to advise you on anything to do with careers and future choices. You can also talk to your teachers. They are best placed to tell you about their individual subjects and whether you would enjoy them or be able to cope with the demands of the course. There are also a lot of online quizzes that help you match your personality type and preferences to particular careers. I like this Buzz one, which I've given you here, but there are loads more available. The Academy also subscribes to Unifrog, which is an online careers platform. This has huge amounts of information about subjects and careers. And if you can't remember your individual login details, you can speak to Mrs. Stevens, the careers leader, or me, or Miss Shell in the library. And that is my Buzz results. Here are some questions that you may want to ask. Firstly, what do you do now? Well, watch the videos in this virtual event for each subject, even the ones that you think you won't like. You may be surprised. Talk to your teachers and get some advice. Then scan the correct QR code for your band H or G and complete the options form online. Remember, it is very important to meet this deadline, as I cannot guarantee you will get your choices after this date unless there are exceptional circumstances. Don't worry, finally, if you choose an option, start it in September and don't like it. You can still change options up to the first Friday in October, but not after that. Finally, here are the all-important dates again, finishing with the date when you will be emailed to confirm the options you have been given. Thank you for reading and listening.